Hello, gorgeous manifestors. How are you? Happy Tuesday. Hope you are really well. I am just as per usual, just going to wait for a couple of you to log on, and whilst I'm doing so, I'm just going to share this into my Facebook group. And I am then wanting to talk to you today about going downstream. Sorry, let me just sort my camera out, which is a very Abraham Hicks term. And it's something that I've learnt even more about myself on a personal level over the last few weeks. And so I was very inspired to come on today to talk to you about it. So just while you are logging in, let me know how you are doing today. I will just quickly share this over and then we will get started. I have to say it is raining buckets here today. The English summer seems to have disappeared, but it's all good because I'm indoors, nice and cozy, got my candle burning, and life is good. So let me know how you're doing. I'm just going to share this over. Sorry, there's an issue with it automatically syncing over, which I need to sort out as well. I need to get Mel to help me with that. So let me just quickly share this over. And then we will get going, my darlings. Okay, so sharing to mastering the art of manifesting. Excellent. So, my darlings, going downstream and the power of going downstream. So there's quite a lot of new people that are following this page and also my Facebook group. So if you don't know me yet, my name is Sarah Morgan and I am a law of attraction coach and insatiably passionate about helping hundreds of millions globally to become the powerful creators that they are truly here to be. Also got phone positioning issues. And a lot of my teachings include the Abraham Hicks teachings, okay? So I know some of you know this, some of you don't, but I have been trained in non-physical by Abraham, which makes so much sense why I've always been so in love with the teachings of Abraham. So a lot of my teachings include their work, and going downstream is a concept that I absolutely love, but at times can be difficult to implement, okay? So when you're going downstream, if you imagine being on a stream and you're paddling upstream and you're kind of going against the flow and the tide, it feels hard, doesn't it? But if you let go of the oars and allow your boat to just go downstream, it feels easy. So this is an analogy that Abraham Hicks talks a lot about when it comes to manifesting and law of attraction. So often we will try and do things upstream because that's just where our heads take us. Often we'll try and kind of sort things out from our heads and take lots of action and efforting, and we try and kind of push for the things that we want, which is going upstream. But if you allow yourself to be led by universal guidance and just kind of allow yourself to flow, you will then be taken downstream. And I saw a really cool quote a couple of days ago that I mentioned to a client this morning, and I really wanted to share it with you. And it talks about the more upstream you go, the bigger the downstream the current gets. And what's really cool about this is you will push and push and push and go upstream. But as you're doing that, the downstream current becomes bigger, so that when you suddenly let go, you are pulled back downstream and things fall into place really quickly. Now, I had this myself last week. I've been going upstream with something a bit, and then I finally just surrendered and let go and went with the guidance. And within 10 hours, something had like completely fallen into place that hadn't fallen into place for months, okay? And it just really, I thought, was really powerful how the more you go upstream, the more the more powerful the downstream current gets. And this is why when people stop pushing and actually just surrender, suddenly things fall into place for them really fast, because that downstream current is building loads of momentum trying to pull you back in that way. So how to know that you're going downstream is when things feel easy. You're going with the path of least resistance, so things that feel the most easy and simplified and straightforward to you. So they're often led by the way you feel rather than what's going on in your head, because your logic way of planning things is often the harder way. You're not letting your infinite intelligence guide you. But when you allow your infinite inner being and intelligence to guide you, that's when you can really flow. And when you stop fighting upstream and you suddenly give in and surrender, then things fall into place. And I'm sure lots of you watching this will be able to relate to a time that you have had something similar happen. So I think for example, for me, I've been going upstream in my network marketing business. I've been really trying to make it work, because at that point that in my life, that was the only way I thought I could have a free laptop lifestyle. And then I finally got the inspired action to be a law of attraction coach, and I finally just literally was just like, right, I'm just going to try that. And I had no attachment with it, went downstream. And because I'd been building up so much momentum upstream with the network marketing business, when I let go of that, literally everything fell into place. I had 18 pilot clients really quickly. I had like my first like group launch and one-to-one program sold within the first month. It was so fast, and that was a classic example. So you may well be able to think of times in your life where you were pushing against something and you let go and surrendered and finally went with the guidance and everything fell into place really quickly. So allow yourself to be led regardless of what your mindset is saying. And this is what is quite key, okay? So many of us, as I talk about a lot, are led by our heads, and I can completely empathize with that, because my mind and my ego can be quite hardcore, let's say. I have a very stubborn ego, so I've had to really train the ego and find tools that shortcut through that egoic resistance, okay? So the tools that I coach, a lot of them you've heard, I talk about the Dream Day Journal, for example. They shortcut you and kind of fast cut you through that kind of resistant state, because when you use them, you just reach that pure high vibration, and that's where everything flows. So just think about your life at the minute, and just think about, is there something that you're pushing or you're trying to kind of resolve, and it feels upstream? You're not kind of listening to the guidance that is given. And often the guidance feels very counterproductive to our logical instincts, which is why a lot of people don't listen to it and stay in their heads. But here, as the Mastering the Art of Manifesting tribe, we want to kind of unleash that and allow you to flow downstream. And it can be anything that you have. Just feeling, or if there's something in your life that's not quite working at the minute, is it because you are going upstream? And for anyone that's going through an awakening process and the releasing process, or contrast, just general contrast, again, it's really interesting, because when you're going through contrast, the egoic tendency is to kind of push and just kind of plow through the contrast. But actually, sometimes with contrast, when you let go, that's when everything else kind of resolves itself and falls back into place, which is quite an interesting experience that I've learned myself sort of through my awakening process over the last couple of weeks in particular, is that actually, sorry, the dog's scratching, so you can hear her collar maybe. Are you finished? Actually, some of you may not have met my dog. Shall I show you my dog? Because there's so many new people in the Mastering the Art of Manifesting tribe. This is my dog Belle, and when I used to do videos 2.5 years ago when I started this company, this business, she was a puppy, she'd be bouncing around in the background the whole time and causing chaos. And someone said to me last week, we never see Belle on your videos anymore. And I was like, no, because she's like chilled out now. So yeah, think about where there may be resistance, and if you've got contrast going on, try and allow it rather than fight it, which is easier said than done, I have to say, and it's all part of vibrational mastery. But when you can crack through that, it is really, really powerful. So just feel into what is and isn't working right now, and the things that aren't, can you try and surrender, or can you do them in a different way? Sometimes when things aren't working as well, it's about listening to the fact that's not working for a reason and actually trying something else. Because often when things aren't working, it's the universe or your higher self trying to guide you onto the right path. But obviously, sometimes we can be quite stubborn and try and stick on the path that we think we should be on. But actually, if something's not working, it's usually guidance from the universe to try and do it a different way and to kind of let go of the oars a bit and allow yourself to go downstream. So I hope that's helpful for some of you guys. I just wanted to talk about that, because I think that new insight that I learned the other day about the more you go upstream, the bigger the downstream current becomes, is really cool. So always remember, the universe is on your side trying to help you and guide you. How awesome is it to know that the more you push upstream, the bigger the downstream current gets, because your gorgeous higher self and universe are trying to kind of pull you back downstream. How awesome is that? Okay, so I hope that helps. I know a lot of you have seen, but just in other news as well, I've got a big announcement coming very soon, which is really exciting for the Mastering the Art of Manifesting tribe. Watch out for that. But also I have set up a new Facebook group called Beyond the Art of Manifesting, which is for people that are ready to sort of move beyond the art of manifesting, as the name would say, or sort of, you know, would indicate. It's for anyone that wants this new leading edge insights, anyone that's interested in like higher selves, awakenings, new universal laws, guidance that I get from my awesome higher self. If anyone wants this brand new insight, I've got a new Facebook group called Beyond the Art of Manifesting, and you can be in both, or you could just be in one, whether you want the new stuff or just the, you know, the kind of more kind of mainstream law, not mainstream because my stuff definitely isn't mainstream, but more of the kind of standard law of attraction stuff, then you've got Mastering the Art of Manifesting here. But if you're hungry and excited for the new insight that's coming through now, then Beyond the Art of Manifesting is a new Facebook group. If you type it into Facebook, you will find it. And as part of that, I'm doing a higher self connection month, which is really exciting and really inspired by my amazing higher self, Sarah. So if you want to check that out, hop on over to Beyond the Art of Manifesting. And as I said, you are so welcome to be in both groups or one or the other. Follow your inner guidance, follow your higher self's guidance about where you want to be. And in this group here, Mastering the Art of Manifesting, we are still going to be ramping up loads of positive manifesting and law of attraction flow as ever, and continuing to expand. But just wanted to make sure you knew about the Beyond the Art of Manifesting, because that all launched on Friday as a very inspired action. So now we have the best of all worlds, something for everybody. So I'll love you and leave you for now, but I just wanted to come on and talk about that upstream, downstream thing. Just wanted to let you know about Beyond the Art of Manifesting as well. Watch this space for an announcement about something that's coming that's really low end, cost wise, and accessible for so many more of you, so I can help so many more of you. That's coming up very soon. And I can't wait to share more, because I want to help all of you to rocket fuel your manifesting and to become the power creators you are here to be. So more to be revealed on that soon. And if you have any questions regarding this live, just comment below and I will try to get back to you. But in the meantime, if you're in the UK, try and stay dry. Like me, stay inside and dry and warm. But wherever you are, wishing you the most beautiful day. And look, I literally have stuttered only once on this live. How awesome is that? Thank you, Sarah. Right, my darlings, I love you. Have an amazing day, and I will speak to you all so super soon. Mwah. Bye.